Good morning. We're standing here dockside. Today's kind of a special day. We've been spending, the few days we've kind of missed, probably at least 90 days, 3 months, going through what it is Jesus had to say before he left and what he went through as he left and the things that he talks about. It. Everything was driven towards his service towards this world, either serving us by laying down his life, so redeeming mankind, or serving us in such a way where he was feeding us and performing miracles and taking care of the least of these. So today I just want to take a moment. I'm going to spend my day feeding people. I'm going to go down, I'm going to help with the prison ministry, and we're going to deliver food. And Tuesday I'm going into the prisons. And I'm saying this because we have to stop hearing the word and start doing the word. So I just want to encourage everybody. Jesus didn't say just feed the hungry or just visit the prisoners. He said take care of the least of these. And there's a lot of people really suffering right now. If you look around your town, if you look around this world, there's a lot of people really hanging on by an edge. And they're barely feeding themselves. They're scared about the future. Some of them are losing their homes. Some of them are homeless. Some of them are just getting out of prison. Some of them are just going to prisons. People are really suffering out there, and it's time. If this is who we are, if you listen to this for 90 days, like you listen to this for 90 days, if it changed you, you have to be about your Father's business, because that's really what all this is. For me, I can't be a Christian and not be about my Father's business. If I'm a Christian, then I'm going to do what he needs me to do. And today, this is what he needs me to do. And I'm not sharing this to say, look at what I'm doing. I'm sharing this to say that we have to do these things. We have to not just talk about them, but we actually have to do them and live this life that if we believe this is the life that Jesus has for us, if we believe that this is the life that God said, I want you to do these things and live your life this way, then we need to do that. We need to eagerly do those things. So that's what this video is about. We're almost done with this series. And at some point it has to transform your life and change you. And this is that time. That's what this is. This is kind of a call out saying, if you've been listening for 90 days, it's time to start walking the walk and not just talking the talk, but it's time to start walking into these things. And I promise you, you don't have to be involved with a group or a certain organization. You walk out your door, and I promise you're going to run into people who are suffering. You're going to run into them. Just be prepared to help. Pray for the Spirit to show you the things that he needs you to do, because the Spirit will guide you. The Spirit will tell you, turn left, turn right, go help that guy, avoid that guy, that kind of thing. But it's time that I promise you, if you step out and you take care of the least of these and you say, God, I want to be about your business today, you're going to be blessed. You'll be so abundantly blessed from that. So that's what this video is. It really is. It's just a call to action. Stop with the thinking, oh, that's good, we should help people, and go help people. It's time that if you've literally watched every episode and you followed for 90 days, I pray it's changed your life. Now let's go change other people's lives, because that's what we are called to do. We're not just called to occupy space in a church building. And somehow that's the plan God has for us, occupy space in a church building for an hour a week. He's got so much more for you, and it's time to step outside your door and walk into that thing right now, because it'll change your life. When I was teaching at a Christian high school, I would often be the van driver for mission trips, for high school mission trips, and I'd always go to these places where people really needed help. Where they were really suffering from lack of food, lack of resources. And I'd go thinking, I'm going to go minister to these people. And every time, they end up ministering to me, and my life changes. And in the end, I find myself thanking them for what they did for me. that's what you're going to see happen. You're going to go out and you're going to think, well, I'm going to go help these people and they're going to be so thankful. But I can almost promise you the last words you're going to say to them is thank you for helping you. It always works out that way. You go to minister to somebody and it turns out they minister to you. It's a beautiful thing. It's only a win-win when you do this. So that's my plea with you. If a lot of people say, well, you're my pastor, or this is my church. If it is, this is what I'm telling you got to do. If you're not doing that, you're following the wrong guy. Because that's what I am about. I'm about my Father's business. I'm a Matthew 24 and 25 preacher. It is about the least of these. When Jesus says with his own mouth, if you don't take care of the least of these, go off into everlasting punishment. But when you take care of the least of these, go off into everlasting life. I don't think he's kidding. I think it's quite literal. So change today. Just step out your door. You're going to find somebody. Somebody needs help. And the Spirit will tell you where to go. Just pray about it. And make this a beautiful day. Any sharing out you can do, put in the comments below. I'd love to hear how your day went. I'm actually taking my son with me too, so he can kind of see what we got going on here, and maybe he gets a little itch to be about his Father's business too. So I hope this helps. Any thoughts or insight, definitely any changes that you've seen or anything you see in the world put through this process, put that below. If you like this video, click like and subscribe. If you feel called to support this channel with Patreon, that link is also below. But the most important part of this channel is we take prayer requests. So please don't ever hesitate to send that in. Thank you for watching this episode of God, Family, and Guns. And as always, love God, love your family, love guns.